in this year are the ones that have either a story going, so like the electric vehicle space, for example, right? That's the big focus area in future. So there's TVS, there's Tube Investments, then the railway and defense stocks, there's RVNL as well. So these are some themes which the street has perhaps latched on to, themes of the future.
Oh, absolutely. Defense is another one. I saw a couple of defense names, like right? Musgown, Dock, etc. Which have done well.
Talking about defense, we look at defensives, IT and Pharma. And IT seems to be not finding favor. But Ekta, Pharma index, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's come back in favor. Tell us what's going on there.
Absolutely. Well, you know, IT underperformed in FY23. Pharma has been underperforming from its all-time highs.
Indeed.
So I'm just going to get to the wall to talk a little bit about the stocks. If you look at it from a broader market all-time high perspective, the mid-cap pharmaceutical names, a lot of them have corrected anywhere between 50 to even 90%. For example, the likes of Wockhardt, Solara Active, Strides, all of these stocks have corrected quite significantly. So you have to put this week's rally into context in terms of what is happening in the pharmaceutical space from these all-time highs. So this week, yes, it's been in line with the Nifty. Remember that the Nifty itself caught up towards the end of the week, and hence the Nifty Pharma Index gained as much as probably what the Nifty gained this week. Now, one of the reasons why we're probably seeing all this come through in terms of interest is because defensive buying, we've seen the kind of global volatility which has taken place. Separately, there is maybe some amount of optimism which is coming in on growth. For example, BNP Paribas in one of their recent reports indicates a 10 to 11% revenue growth in the pharmaceutical space. Now, there is also the hope that price erosion in the US, which is one of the main reasons for the underperformance for a lot of the large cap pharmaceutical companies, is expected to abate to maybe mid to single digits as well. And COVID cases, every time COVID rises, there's always this hope that maybe there will be some benefit for pharmaceutical companies. So maybe that could be on the fringe in terms of a reason. Now, the other big reason for buying is also valuations. For example, they've corrected around 15% from their 52-week high, so there's still a way to go, and it's 10% away from historical valuations as well. So there is a catch-up which needs to take place. Now, remember that pharmaceuticals is a lot about individual stories. For example, people will like Sun because of its specialty pipeline, and a couple of others such as JB, Torrent because of the domestic play, Glenmark because of a possible R&D play, and steep corrections in terms of valuations for the likes of Aurobindo. I'm going to leave you with the valuations. For a couple of them, for example, Dr. Reddy's and Sun, they've been largely resilient. For example, Dr. Reddy's was at a fresh 52-week high today, but the others, Gland, Aurobindo, Lupin, it's been a rough ride for them.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Ekta. So that's on the pharmaceutical space. But